Question on TikTok. Over 100 million people now use this app. What is your message to them about why you're so concerned about this platform? What is the president's greatest fear about TikTok?
So we've talked about this many times from here before. The president has spoken about this. Look, we want to make sure that our administration, okay. We're okay over there?
Just need the gesture. It was just a budget.
Oh, budget TikTok. Smart. Okay, so look, we've expressed concerns over China's potential use of software platforms that could endanger or threaten America's safety and their national security. So that is the president's concern. That is why we have called on Congress to take action. We see a bipartisan piece of legislation that you know that we are supporting. It's called the Restrict Act, as you all know and been covering. And so that's the president's main priority, to make sure when it comes to their safety, when it comes to their security, when it comes to our national security, that those things are protected. And so that has been the president's focus over the last couple of years.
You know, last month, the president said he wasn't sure if the U.S. should ban TikTok when he was asked about this. Now the administration seems to be hardening its stance. You're backing this legislation, as you mentioned. You know, we've learned, now warning that a possible ban could be at risk here. What changed?
So look, when it comes to CFIUS, which is, I'm not going to get ahead of CFIUS, they're the ones who are reviewing this, this particular software and app, TikTok obviously, so not going to get ahead of their process. There's a process here. We try to stay away from that process. Again, going to support the bipartisan legislation that I've just spoke to. Look, the bottom line is that when it comes to potential threats to our national security, when it comes to the safety of Americans, when it comes to their privacy, we're going to speak out, and we're going to be very clear about that, and the president has been the last 2 years. And so we're asking Congress to act. We're asking Congress to move forward with this bipartisan legislation, the Restrict Act, as I just mentioned, and we're going to continue to do so.
And just one more on this. You know, China says that the U.S. hasn't presented evidence that this app threatens U.S. national security. They say that this is simply about suppressing foreign companies. Is there evidence that the U.S. has that has been presented?
Look, what I can say is CFIUS has a process that they're going through. We're going to let them go through their process. We have concerns, as we have said many times before, about this particular software platforms, and so we take the national security very seriously. The president takes that very seriously. The safety of Americans very seriously. The privacy of Americans very seriously. And so we're not going to get ahead of the review, but certainly we again support this bipartisan legislation that we're seeing out of Congress.